Yes.
How were the Sufis different in practice from the other Muslims?
Well, the Sufis, one of the distinct characteristics of the Sufis is that in addition to the mosque or the masjid, the Sufis have what they call zawiya. Some people translate it as a lodge, just like the Masons have their lodge. And of course, there are different names that are used. People from Southeast Asia, South Asia, they use other words like teke, different words, in different parts of the Muslim world. But in Northwest Africa and in Sub-Saharan Africa, the word zawiya is used by the Sufis to describe the place where they can congregate and do their zikr, celebrating the praise of God. Now this zawiya becomes very important link for the Sufis, because many Sufis who were business people could find accommodation in the zawiya. Because when you are a member of these orders, you belong to this fraternity or sorority of some sort, and they look after you. So you could travel for 1,000 miles and you would be sure of place to stay when you go to a mosque or a zawiya, because you know that people with whom you will spend part of the day, if not most of the day, singing praises to God are members of your Sufi order. You see what I'm saying? Now, the Orthodox Muslims who don't engage in zikr, like the Sufis, they don't have any idea of a zawiya. There is no zawiya for them. They have the masjid and they just go and pray. But they don't engage in any kind of Sufi rituals. I describe the Sufis, and some of them say they like that characterization. The Sufis are Muslims who like to do overtime. You see, so I mean, because every Muslim is supposed to do 9 to 5, but they want to go beyond the call of duty and do overtime, because that's what the Sufis really try to do. So they have their sawiyas or take or whatever. And in the West African or Sub-Saharan African context, what you have to recognize is the fact that the Qadiriyya, the Tijaniyya is another one, Tijaniyya, which was founded by an Algerian called Sheikh Ahmed Al-Tijani. I mean, you can see the last name from Tijani, the area he came from. It's like you're from New York, Al-New Yorkie. You may have Musa Al-New Yorkie, or, the Arabs also, he's from Detroit. They may, you have many Arabs in Detroit, or in Dearborn, Al-Diaboni, so you have, identify you in terms of where you came from. So the Sufis were people who differentiated themselves from the other Muslims by doing what I call overtime. They engage in zikr and other things that the Orthodox Muslims either frown upon or feel they are not obligated to do.